Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena. And today we're going to continue to explore our decks that we're just kind of going from deck to deck. You know, we started with a red shell that did Sunbird's Invocation into Haphazard Bombardment, and we took that and then we added Anointed Procession, and now we're doing Anointed Procession, and we are looking at another way to kind of abuse the whole Anointed Procession card itself, again with Mythos of Illuna. So the card obviously holding this whole theme together is Mythos of Illuna. But real quick, as always, before we hop into today's deck, if you enjoy the channel and the video, please hit that subscribe button, as well as hitting that like button. Leave a comment down below letting us know what you want us to play in the future, and check out all the cool links in the description down below. So, all right, with that being said, let's look at this deck. Thran's Tithe is what we are calling it today. So, again, what this deck is centered around, I mean, let's just not sugarcoat it. We're trying to do crazy things with Mythos of Illuna, and again, this copies a permanent, and if it's a creature, we can pay random mana to have it fight, but that's not really what's at stake here. We are just trying to copy things that are either our opponents or ours, but mainly our cards, because we have Anointed Procession. Anointed Procession, if an effect would create one or more tokens, which Mythos does, we get to create twice that many tokens instead. So what we are doing is we are going to have maybe a few of these in play with the Mythos. Maybe we copy these, because casting one copy of Mythos on one Anointed Procession gets us 3 Anointed Processions, which in itself is pretty absurd. But what we're really trying to do is we're trying to get some Smothering Tithes into play. So Smothering Tithe, whenever an opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2 colorless. If the player doesn't, you create a treasure token. So again, keyword being token. So if we have an Anointed Procession in play, Smothering Tithe, they decide, oh, we're not going to pay 2 mana. Instead of getting 1 treasure token, we're going to get 2. And then that will grow exponentially depending on how many Anointed Processions we have in play or Smothering Tides. So again, if we have 2 Anointed Processions in play, thanks to maybe 1 Mythos casting on an Anointed Procession, 1 Smothering Tide trigger would potentially generate 8 treasure tokens. So really, really powerful. So once we actually get to a point where we are generating tons of treasure, or even if we have just some saved up, what we're going to do is we're just really going to try to really get one of each of these in play. That's really all we need. And then we're going to follow the Thran. Once we follow the Thran, that will destroy all the lands in play, at least for 1 turn. We'll be able to make sure that they're not paying for the Smothering Tide, and we will definitely start generating tokens. And then at that point, they're going to be so far behind, they're going to have to start ignoring the Smothering Tide, and then we're just going to really just spiral out of control, generate all of the treasure tokens, and we are going to start doing crazy things. So how are we going to do crazy things? With Fae of Wishes. So Fae of Wishes says the granted side of the adventure. For 4 mana, you can choose a non-creature card you own from outside the game, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So we are playing a 15-card sideboard. Notably, we have pretty much all the colors here because we're going to be generating treasure tokens. Treasure tokens can sack for any color mana, so we really don't care what cards we have in the sideboard. So yeah, there are a couple of duplicates in here, just in case we have to start doing crazy shenanigans with reshuffling and whatnot. But you can take a look here. The cards that you can't see underneath the emergency powers, there's 1 Banefire and there's 1 Expansion Explosion. So really those are going to be the win conditions of the deck once we generate tons and tons of mana with these treasure tokens. And really, to wrap it up, we have a ton of control, and we have a ton of life gain. So we have 3 copies of Revitalize to be able to gain 3 life and draw a card, 3 copies of Ritual Rejuvenation to gain 4 life and draw a card, 4 copies of Banishing Light because this is targeted removal and we can copy it with Mythos, and we have 4 copies of Wrath and 4 copies of Shadow of the Sky, because since the banning of Field of the Dead, we're not really sure where the meta is going to fall, but I do still feel like we're going to see a lot more aggro because aggro is probably going to be more prevalent, because with the Field of the Dead decks were really geared towards beating, I mean, all kinds of decks, but they were really good against aggro decks. So I feel like we're gonna see a lot of aggro in its place. And yeah, so again, this is what our deck is trying to do. We are playing 24 land, as you can see here. We have all those lands. We have a 15 card sideboard, and this is what we're gonna do. So let's hop right into the gameplay, and let's hope we have a lot of fun with this deck. So we'll see you guys soon. All right. Time for Thran to pay his tithe. We're gonna look at a different way to deal with treasure, or tokens, and that's going to be with treasure. All right, we'll go ahead and keep this. This is a weird hand, but we're going to try. We don't really know how this deck's going to play out at all. We don't know. We've got a couple of scry lands, a couple of 3. Land Wealth. Don't want another land here. I want to start drawing some action. All right. Are we hasting? Yeah, we are. We are. Ooh. We are hasting all over the place. I think we do keep that. We're definitely not just going to run out a Fae of Wishes here. I'm very surprised they're going all in. I'm just hovering over, so they think we can do something here. I mean, they might have land into Questing Beast, but and that's perfectly fine. We have 7 points of life right here. Impel Collector. And there's the Questing Beast. So we're really only taking 1 during this transaction. Well, the good thing is we can actually copy their Questing Beast. And get in our own attack for 4. Who's the Questing Beast deck now? There's no point in playing a 1/4 as a blocker, because this can't block Questing Beast. I wonder what they're thinking right now. That is a definite unfortunate. Another one. Mm-hmm. Go take a look. I kind of want to take this to be able to copy something. But then at the same time, I think we just had to take the Ixalan's binding. This could prompt a trade. No, they're just gonna take it like a boss. I think we lose to a Embercleave. It would first strike over for 1, and then it would deal it additional damage. So I wish they would play just a little bit faster. Okay, well. The good news is we can block a Bone Crusher Giant with the Fae of Wishes. We're in a really good spot here. Really want to play this? I think we have to, just in case. Okay, that was a good decision. So if they attack with a Bone Crusher Giant, we will chump with a Fae of Wishes, and then we will win the game. Actually, we will not win the game, but we'd be really close. But does this do anything for us? No. But this does. So if we all out attack, they have to block, but then if they were to draw, no, we should have all out attacked. Wow. So that was fun. That was an interesting, very interesting first game. Not really at all what we intended to do with this deck, but it worked out. Well, again, not what we intended. Not what we intended. We're definitely intending on this. So make sure. Drink all that water. The water will hopefully give us the cards that we want to draw. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to keep this. And I feel like right now, this is like the card I want to put in every one of my decks. So we didn't get turn 1 Thought Seized. That's good. Vanishing Light. Well, we really don't need to do this, but we're going to. Want them to think that we're like not necessarily playing in a way that would benefit us. I don't want another Wrath. Definitely want to get rid of that. Want to keep them off of Devotion. Fenlurker is fine. So we're gonna keep this plains in our hand right now, just in case they draw another Fenlurker. Arena. Well. Let's see what they do. We're going to give them a turn here. We can essentially exile 4 things if we get to cast this. Okay. Not really super worried about that. Could Wrath here. So they have 8 Devotion right now. We really just start them over. Of all the Banishing Lights. That's fun. We're not doing anything. And if you really want to Ghost Quarter us, that's 100% fine. I mean, you just thinned our deck, so thank you. Yep, I mean, we still need to find action. Like, that is not action. Come on, my friend. We're gonna lose this game, but we definitely got to Banishing Light all of the permanents. Okay. Something good. Oh my gosh, really? Just all the land in a row? Anointed Procession doesn't do us anything. I guess what we really want is probably Fae of Wishes. But I don't know what we get out of the sideboard. Yep. 7. We're at 1. We're probably dead. I mean, they're at 31. They have 7 cards in their hand. Yep. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. Ooh, instantaneous pairing against the wall of sealing. I can actually get behind this hand. I like it. I don't want another Mythos right now. So I wonder if they're playing just elves? Yep, they are playing just elves. Let's gain some life. Typically the good thing about elves is when you're able to wipe the board, they've usually overextended and it's just so hard for them to recover. I mean, kind of like they're doing here. Hey look, you left us at 21. So again, that's usually where they concede, but we're gonna... Okay. We are definitely taking a beating here. So... So we're gonna drop down to 9. And we're hopefully going to get the other card out of their hand as well. We do not. Go ahead and Wrath. I'm kind of afraid that that last card in their hand is a Craterhoof Behemoth. I dare you not to pay just once. Okay. Remember, we get 2 treasures if they don't pay. Clan Caller. We just got all... We're going to get all the treasures now. So we've still only drawn 4 land. That just gave us 8 treasures. That's amazing. I'm gonna do it, right? We came here to make treasures. Oh man. Why didn't you just let us cast it? Oh my gosh. That would have been amazing. Oh my gosh. We were getting so many treasure tokens. We go first. Yeah. We're gonna keep C's. Yeah, we'll keep that on top. We need a 4th land anyway. We're not gonna be doing anything on turn 2. Oh, do I want this? I think I do. It's a little greedy. It's a little greedy. Oh, champion, huh? Let's see what happens. I know what this does. I'm just, again, I like to hover over cards to let them think that we don't know what cards do. So they're definitely holding back on us. So we're going to let them think, oh, they're not playing a control deck. They're going to be playing a very aggro-centric deck. So let's get some cards out. There we go. That's a good chunk of damage right there. That's 12 damage. Holy crap. That literally came out of nowhere. Let's start that over. I mean, we're down to 5. Another champion. So I would love to... I think this is more important. Oh. Alright, well. Good game. If we're just going to get random concessions like that with this, this crappy deck, that's great. Alright, what are we going to be paired against this time? And are we actually going to be able to cast spells? Zombie Noodle. Oh, my cats are fighting each other. We're gonna mulligan this. I can go with this. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. It's a single targeted removal spell. Don't thought seize us. Zealot, okay. Why didn't you attack? I'm very confused by that. They're like, we're gonna attack first. All right, let's start getting treasures. Okay. My cat is... My cat is going crazy back there. All right, well, are you gonna let us have a treasure, or are you gonna start rebuilding? Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay. How many treasures are we gonna be able to have? At some point you have to, if you're not killing them quickly, you have to concede to the fact that they're going to be getting treasures. Like, so we're going to start banking our mana in the form of these little coins. Nice. Thank you. Thank you much. Two ghouls, huh? Two ghouls. I really don't want these ghouls being brought back continuously. Oh, that's good. It means they have probably removal in their hand. They just paid 3 life to give us 2 mana. Okay, I like it. I like it. Another Wrath. We'll get to where we want to be eventually. But now they're paying 4 life to give us 2 treasures. And I wonder how much of that is removal in their hand. We have to keep that as a single target removal spell for right now. Oh, we have so many treasures in play. As soon as we draw a Fae of Wishes, I think we're good. Oh, look at that. Let's do this. Let us... I wonder what would happen if we fought the Gifted Ether board. Oh, it says if it's a creature. Alright, well... Now we could just go get a Banefire or something crazy like that, but... Why do that when we get to do this and get to make all of the treasures? Right? This is way more fun. This is way more fun. Oh, we get to put a permanent on the battlefield? Oh, I want it to be this. All right. Give us all that treasure. Oh my gosh, so many. If they would just tap their mana, this would just be this would just be so much better. All right, well, we have access to 29 mana. Okay. The game was totally worth it. Totally worth it. Oh, this deck. That was cool. That was quite fun. It would, and again, it would have gone faster if they would have just paid mana. Instead, they were having to click on everything. Yeah, this is fine. We can Fabled Passage on turn 1. Oh. Mill, huh? Reanimation. So you are playing... Yep, you were playing that Scholar deck. Champion of Wits. You're going to pitch 2 probably big old creatures. Probably an Ulamog, I'm sure. Always Ulamog. Oh, no. Okay. 2 Scrylands, huh? I feel like we need to get to a Fae of Wishes relatively quickly. Fae of Wishes lets us get a Grafdigger's Cage against this deck, but he's gonna get to the point where he can just start casting stuff because we're not doing anything. They're playing Esper, so they could be playing a counterspell package. Yeah. Well, all right. I don't know why you conceded there. Again, you could just still be casting creatures. All right. It's time for the final boss. Do want to let you all know we actually just queued up prior to this game, and our opponent didn't. They no-showed. And yeah. Opponent goes first. Really, really, really. This is what Magic has come to. We're going to get a Plains. Oh man. You gonna light up the stage too, or no? You're just main phase shock. Yep, we'll play a blocker here. This will stop a little bit of damage. And if they want a Fanatical Firebrand and Wizard's Lightning, or oh yeah, I like where this is going. Yep, we're gonna block. I mean, we are going to let you waste 4 damage on this. 1 from the attacker and 3 from the card in your hand. So that put us super far ahead, as well as the fact that we now have all of the life gain here. Okay. Light up the stage. Yep, yep. Nice, I like it. I like it. Well, a little unfortunate that we hit that, but so they'll probably trade the Pyromancer and the Shock for the Fae of Wishes, and again, we are super okay with this. We've essentially absorbed 8 damage. Alright, so let's start generating some mana. Oh, okay. We're good with that. That keeps the Ramunap Ruins turned off this turn. And we might be fighting this Gitu Lava Runner. That was really raw. I guess we are going to be gaining 7. It does the same thing as the last turn. Okay. That thing has haste. Holy moly. Fortunately for us, we have a bunch of life gain. Let me read this thing again. Attack or block. Gain some more life. Yep, that is one way to deal with a indestructible god. Oh, thank you. And they drew again. So I think this is okay. I'm a little concerned that they have Burn in their hand. Okay, we're down to 6. Ooh, that is rough. That is rough. We're at 4. Yeah, so I think we have to do this to see what we have in our hand that could potentially win us the game. That's going to put so much burn in their hand if we do that. I think we have to, though. They're either going to tap out or they're going to give us mana. Oh, this is tough. This red deck should not have gotten that far. We've gained so much life versus them. We've gained 11 extra life. Well, that's not good. Now they just need a shock. Oh, now we have to do this. Oh my gosh. They didn't draw a single instant burn spell off of that. Holy smokes. That is amazing. I cannot believe that happened. Holy, holy, holy. All right, everybody, welcome back to the wrap up. And this deck was a ton of fun. We ended up going 6-1 somehow. We did have, a couple of quick concessions. But yeah, and then that game at the end versus that mono red, for them not to have drawn an instant burn spell in order to burn us, that was huge. So, it's possible that they did, but then they, just gave up anyway. Maybe they just didn't think about it. Who really knows? I am going to be under the impression that they didn't have a burn spell, and we got lucky because, again, we had to go for the emergency powers there. We were out of time. So, we did lose to the, Mono Black Devotion, but we got to play all of the Banishing Lights against them, so that was cool to see. Didn't really do anything, but yeah, we just kind of just drew all of our land versus that deck, which is unfortunate. If we would have drawn any of our key pieces, I feel like that game would have gone very much in our favor, just because they were kind of dirtling for a while, and we just could not take advantage of it. So, again, I'm a huge fan of Mythos of Illuna. I think right now it's probably one of my favorite cards in Historic, maybe just on Arena in general, being able to copy not only your spells, but there will be some situations where you copy your opponent's, not only creatures, but their planeswalkers, their enchantments, their artifacts. You really never know what you're going to copy sometimes, and then your deck can potentially just do crazy things because you have these cards that you just you're not typically playing. So I'm a fan of that random aspect of the game. So, all right, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck. Again, it was a lot of fun. 6-1, a lot better than we thought it was, because we literally just threw this deck together and just went with it. And I really only expected to get like maybe three wins out of it, if that. But somehow we got 6, and again, we got lucky. But luck plays a big factor when you're shuffling cards and drawing cards at random. So, but yeah, tell me guys what you think in the comments down below. Let me know. I'd really like to hear your opinions, maybe what you would change about the deck, or maybe cards that you would have included or cards that we should have included. I definitely know we should have put in some kind of X spell that gains life, as we saw in that against that red deck. That's something we could have looked towards getting, but kind of missed on that. But yeah, so again, if you enjoy the channel, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, that bell notification. Check out all of the cool links down below, and you guys stay safe. We will see you next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.